Alright guys, so today we will be doing adding and renaming or simplifying fractions. We are going to be on page 219. So let's go ahead and title our paper. Okay, like I said, we are on page 219. Okay, so just a reminder, if we have, for example, we have 12ths over 10. We know that that is an improper fraction. For those who weren't here last week, this is just kind of a quick lesson on how to change this improper fraction to a mixed number. Okay, just how we did like decimals, the numerator becomes the dividend. Okay, we're still gonna do that. So we're gonna divide 10 and 12. My numerator became my dividend. Okay, how many times can 10 go into 12? One time. 12 minus 10 is 2. Now, last time when we were changing fractions to decimals, we added a decimal point. Remember that? But this time we're not, okay? This time we are going to take our remainder, which is 2, and this is going to be on our new numerator, okay? So the remainder becomes the new numerator. And you'll see what I mean in a second. Okay, so we have our whole number right here. Now we're gonna take our remainder and that's going to become part of our fraction. Okay, so 2 is going to be our top number. Our denominator, which is 10, okay, this remains the same. It's here and it's here. Okay, so we're gonna add it here. Okay, so let's write a little note so we remember. This remains as the denominator. Okay, oh, sorry guys. Okay, so now 1 2/10 is our new fraction, okay? But we can simplify 2/10, okay? So we're gonna pretend that the 1's not here for right now. So I know a number that can both go into 2 and 10. Do you got it? 2, so we're gonna divide both the top number and the bottom number by 2, okay? So 2 divided by 2 is 1. 10 divided by 2 is 5. Okay, now we gotta bring over this 1. We can't forget about him. And that's going to be our new mixed number based off of this improper fraction, okay? So we're just dividing right here. Our numerator becomes the dividend. We divide, and instead of adding a decimal, we just carry our remainder up, and that becomes our new numerator. Our divisor becomes our denominator. Okay? Now, what we are going to do is we are going to take this practice and combine it with adding mixed numbers like we did before. Okay? All right. So I'm gonna scoot my paper down just a little bit. Here is our new example. Okay, so say we have 5 3/10 plus 11 8/10. Okay, just a reminder, we're going to add our whole numbers first. Okay, which we know is 5 5 plus 11 is 16. So that's our new number. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add our numerators together. 3 and 8, which we know 8 plus 3 is 11. Okay, we keep our denominator. Keep denominator the same. Okay, which is, we bring it down 10. Okay, but now we added all this together. Now we have to change this improper fraction, 11/10, to a mixed number. So just like we've done up here, that's what we're gonna do for 11/10. Okay, so let's do the work right here. Okay, so I'm gonna change 11/10 to a mixed number. So our numerator becomes the dividend. Okay, so I'm gonna do 10 to 11. So I'm gonna give you a chance to write that down if you haven't already. Okay, make sure you got it all. Okay, so how many times can 10 go into 11? Well, 1 time. And I know 11 minus 10 is 1. Remember what we said up here. The remainder becomes the new numerator. Okay, so I'm gonna bring this one up to the top. And then remember what we said. Our divisor remains the same. Just like our denominator, we're gonna keep it the same. Okay, so now that we've changed this number to a mixed number, we have one more step. Okay, so this was step 1. So let's name this step 1. And then this is step 2, changing our improper fraction to a mixed number, okay? Now these notes will be up on your math folder. So if it's going too fast or you want to take a look back at it again, they will be up there for you, okay? Now our next step, I'm going to push the paper down just a little bit. Step 3. Okay, we're going to add 16. Okay, so add our first whole number. Add first whole number, which was, what did we say? 16. And then we're going to add our new mixed number that we got on our step 2. So add step 2, new mixed number, which was 1 and 1/10. Okay, so now we're gonna add those. Okay, so we know 16, remember, we're gonna add our whole numbers just like we did up here. We're gonna add our whole numbers first. Okay, 16 plus 1, 17. Okay, when there's a blank here, when there's no other fraction here, it means it's 0. There's nothing there. So it would just be like adding 0 plus 1/10, which we know 0 plus any number is that number. So we're gonna bring that fraction down. It's 1/10. Okay, so that is our new answer. So we have 3 steps. First, we add the problem that is given. We add, we add the whole numbers, 5 and 11, which equals 16. Then we add our numerators only. We get our answer, and we keep the denominator the same. So we just bring it down. Now you notice that our fraction part of our problem was a improper fraction. So we had to change that improper fraction to a mixed number. So we did it to our step 2 here, which is changing that changing that improper fraction to a mixed number. Okay, we just divided, our numerator becomes the dividend, and instead of adding a decimal, our Remainder becomes our new numerator. Okay. And then our step 3 down here is we added the first whole number that we got, which was 16. We put it here. And then we add step 2's new mixed number that we got too, which is 1 1/10. So we put it down here. Okay, and just like we've been practicing, we add our whole numbers first, 16 and 1, which equaled 17. And then the only fraction that we had on this side was 1/10. So 0 plus any number, 0 plus 1/10 is 1/10. And that's how we got our answer, okay guys? Now, there will be notes in your math folder that has all these steps with a little bit more explanation for you guys, okay? So make sure you check out that link and that folder for you, okay? Good luck on your homework. If you have any questions, let me know. Bye, guys.